Where are all of you doing? Welcome back to the Crypto Blitz, your go-to place for all of your cryptocurrency needs. It is I, Triple Vent Winkle, who is your host. I really hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. Assuming that your weekend has already begun, best wishes. With any luck, you have some significant things in the works. In the future, I believe I will be playing a lot more football. I can't wait that I get to watch my college football team play in the NFL. We have college sports every single day up until Thanksgiving. We have the National Football League on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, and there was a terrible game last night. We have baseball playoffs, and both the Yankees and the Mets are in the running for the championship. Yesterday evening, the Yankees suffered a devastating defeat. They blew it in the 9th inning when they were leading, and then they blew it again in the 10th inning, and they ended up losing by 2 runs. 2-1 in the series, which is a positive omen for my Mets, but on the other hand, they are down 3-1 in the series. It is a significant problem there. May we be able to secure a victory before we head back to Los Angeles. We have to make it through to the second round, and if we can force a Game 7, that would be great. It is possible for anything to take place in Game 7 of this episode. This litigation is going to be discussed with us. Additionally, we are going to pay attention to John Dean since he has once again completely and utterly ruined Elizabeth Warren. During the first debate, he was prepared and did his homework. Once again, he returned to the drawing board. It was absolutely wonderful that he returned with some hard-hitting facts during the second meeting interview or discussion, whichever title we choose to call it. He came back with these facts. Regardless of whether or not I am currently residing in Massachusetts, there is no if and buts that I would pick Deaton as my candidate. I believe that every single person in Massachusetts ought to vote for Deaton. Elizabeth Warren must leave immediately. I have a strong suspicion that she is experiencing some level of anxiety. The discussion was joined by her. In a haughty and arrogant manner, she believed that she had no chance of losing. On the other hand, Deaton initiated the rout. The prosecutor was even threatened by Deaton, who stated that he had previously threatened persons who had done the same thing that she had done, and that he did not have any issues with doing it once more. If he were to go after her and get her behind bars, that would be a dream come true for me. Without further ado, let's take the plunge and get started. Big point. What do you say about it? Ethereum is presently trading at $2,627, representing a 1. Less than 54.5 cents, whereas USDTA and USDC are both trading at 99 cents. It is currently up almost 1 USD. This is a slight decrease. Please excuse me while I sneeze. The overall cryptocurrency market cap has dropped by 95%, bringing the amount to 335 or 39 million trading units. My apologies. Guys, we are still in Chop City at this point. Chopping is still going on. I am aware that we are starting to get excited about the green. Give it a couple of weeks, I would say 2 weeks, and we are going to see a move to the upside. I know that we are looking at the markets, and they are about to push up into the upward direction. Within these cryptocurrency marketplaces, the potential for loss is quite low. In the first video of the day, we discussed several different Lux lines. This topic is being discussed once more. How come? Due to the fact that the month is drawing to a close. In preparation for this bull run, you should begin getting on the board, beginning to acquire your NFTs, and beginning to earn XRP back. This is how easy it is. After the initial video, a significant number of additional individuals joined the team. As a result of watching this video, I anticipate that even more individuals will join the cause. Gain back your XRP. And each and every single month, we return 30% of the monthly money generated by the initiative to the holders. I feel that the last 3 months were the ones in which we achieved a 60% rate. The benefits continue to be distributed. Due to the fact that this is what the project does, we continue to return XRP to individuals. Now that the games are rolling in, we are going to begin the utility, which is about to begin. According to Atlas, longs may benefit from this situation. The data that was supplied by Percival indicates that Ethereum's open interest currently stands at 9.6 billion, which is a 28.57% growth from August. Despite this, it is still lower than the record of 13 billion that was set in June. The growth in open interest indicates that there will be an upward price movement, and many traders are preparing themselves to meet the higher demand that will result from this. In his analysis, Percival pointed out that this increase might be fueled by a number of variables, such as the possibility of interest rate reduction by the Federal Reserve and an increasing emphasis on the future of tokenization on the Ethereum blockchain. Because of this trend, there may be a greater interest in decentralized finance protocols, which will make Ethereum more appealing to investors who are looking for long-term gains. In this section, it is stated that the convergence of the highlighted lows in the RSI indicates that there is a possibility of a less dramatic correction, which is predicted to be between 7 and 9%. As a result of this scenario, traders are partially waiting for a market comeback to confirm newer highs and higher lows, which is seen to be favorable for long holdings. With that being said, what are people waiting for in the markets? This is where we are expecting for a slight improvement in the situation. Put the highs to the test. Despite the fact that they have confirmed the lows, they only anticipate a drop of between 7 and 9%. If you have a lengthy position, you are probably in good shape. This is dependent on the length of your long position. If you are doing anything wild for a long time, such as 100x, you are probably in good shape. There is a possibility that you may be liquidated, but you are engaging in a more conservative and typical activity, such as a 20x long. Because the direction that this thing is going to move in the next couple of weeks is going to be heading in a positive direction, you should know that you are probably in excellent condition. This Venmo is waiting for me. MoonPay is just one of the exchanges that has stated that it will be supporting an additional SEI exchanges, but it is also one of the companies that will be supporting the RLUSD. This means that 60 million customers in the United States can now purchase cryptocurrency using MoonPay. Also, they are now collaborating with MoonPay. It is stated that this platform enables users to buy and sell cryptocurrency, as well as purchase non-fungible tokens NFTs, as well as develop and sell their own NFT collections. It also supports over 50 different crypto assets and serves over 20 million users in 180 different countries. If I want to know whether or not MoonPay will let XRP ledger NFTs, I will have to investigate into this matter. The onboarding process is simple. MoonPay may be an additional on-ramp that we may be interested in for the project, despite the fact that we have already eliminated the possibility of using credit cards. Remember that they presented it right here at Swell today, just in case you forgot. The RLUSD will be hosted or held by MoonPay, which will be the wallet. Finally, here is the video footage of John D. Clinton. What I want you to do is listen to this. I object to the fact that hundreds of people have lost their employment, they said. It is trust that she discusses. Despite the fact that Senator Warren has been shown to be corrupt in Washington, she continues to discuss the importance of trust. She not only gave him the questions, but she also gave him the answers to what she was going to say. Senator, are you going to confront the fact that she is a member of the Banking Committee and Gary Gensler, whom she is meant to supervise and ensure is responsible, and hold him accountable? Here, I'm going to ask you these questions under oath, and I want you to give these answers, okay? She continued. I want you to give these answers. And then he carried it out. This is followed by Senator Warren appearing on television and stating, "Don't take my word for it," Gary Gensler said it is the epitome of corruption when she is the one who communicated the information to him. Moreover, Senator Warren is responsible. Under the authority of 18 U.S.C. 1622, I was a federal prosecutor who worked on cases involving suborning perjury. It is possible for me to condemn Senator Warren in such a manner. And I really hope that she addresses it because, Senator, you used to be a law professor, and I'm going to ask you this when you give a student the test and the answers, and then you give that student A. Does that professor get fired? You are a senator worth a minute. Now let's begin with healthcare, which is where this topic was initially posed. Are you not going to address Gary Gensler's concerns? Now let's begin with healthcare, which is where all of this began. Exactly the same. If he wants to discuss bribery, let's utilize the 809010100 rule to guide our conversation. He is relying on cryptocurrency for 90% of the funds for this campaign. Dear Senator, it is now time. I am grateful to you. Dear Senator, it is now time. You have 30 seconds to react, Mr. Deaton, and he will give you 100% of his loyalty in Washington. That is an example of corruption. Sen, I am grateful to you. Things are just getting started. You should pay attention to the fact that she did not even discuss the fact that I had branded her corrupt, and she refused to even address the issue. She will not even consider it. Additionally, she will not address the Epstein-related issues. The only thing she wants to do is brush it under the rug and act as if it never took place. This is something I can tell you, Senator. The poverty that I came from is terrible. All of the money that I have made was made by me. Before I got to Washington, I was able to prepare it. The thing that people are sick of seeing is people like you going to Washington, D.C. with little money and then coming back 10 years later and being multimillionaires. And for this reason, I do not believe that you should ever criticize somebody working in the private sector who comes from a low-income background and relied on food stamps to achieve success. In addition, Senator, when you allege that I did not donate, I challenge the SEC. I would like to get the Freedom of Defender Award, the Lawyer of the Year Award, and the Consumer Advocate of the Year Award because I accomplished all of that work without receiving compensation. This is referred to as pro bono work, something that you did not do. Is that right? He didn't work for crypto for free?